This is a recording with electric stimulation frontalis muscle, and here you see multi-spike recordings, and the question is whether this can be acceptable. Only one is accepted by the computer, and obviously this is a complex signal. You see that it has a variable rising phase with a shoulder, and it's very clear that the shoulder also influences the peak here very much. So this can actually not be used for our recordings, although the jitter is so small. A new recording with multi-spike appearance, and the question is which of these spikes can be used for analysis. The middle one here seems to be pretty nice, and the computer has also found it, but the computer has also found the later component here. And if we superimpose, increase the gain a little, one can see that we have a variability in the shape quite a lot here, and the shape also varies up here in the top of the last component. This one is not so disturbing, but the one in the middle here has a good parallel appearance, and therefore the middle one can be used. When we see the beginning of this trace, the recording position has not been very optimal, and therefore we simply remove everything that is before these spikes. So these are now cleared, and we still have about 80 discharges to look at. So we analyze here, and we got a few spikes that we did not want to have. So we exclude the ones that we had decided, and it's only one left, and that is this one. And when we superimpose, it looks like this. Only one is used, and that has a jitter of 14. Here's another recording with really many spikes. However, they are well separated, and this is the beauty with the facial muscles, even in normal subjects. You can see that there are blocking here in these two components, and when they block, they always block together. So this is not like in myasthenia, where one component blocks separate to the other. So I'm pretty sure that this is a subliminal stimulation. Theoretically can also be a neurogenic blocking, so-called concomitant blocking, but an insufficient stimulation. And if we had kept it, it should have shown a jitter of 48 and 54 respectively. This is a reanalysis by me, and the operator had actually excluded this peak from being accepted. So I will do the same thing, since he had decided that this was not tested for supramaximal stimulation. And now we are sitting with jitter of 12 to 17 microseconds, and a detailed analysis shows that for each accepted spike here, I think I have to increase the sweep. You see the initial ones are pretty nice and in parallel. Then the last component here that were also accepted are nice, parallel, and in principle not disturbed much. There is some little thing down at this place here, but it does not affect the peak at all. And this one is also among the accepted spikes. And the last example here is a very complex recording where the operator had discarded the first one because it's obviously not clean, but this component down here is constant in shape and very clean all the time. This is not good at all. And what about this one? Well, it shows a few situations of blocking, like here, and at the same time there is an increased jitter. This is suggested by the operator to be subliminal stimulation. And then we increase the gain and see why the last one has not been accepted. And the reason is this, that it is a complex signal, although it's a little difficult to see. Secondly, it has a blocking here, and the typical movement in the latency after a block. I increase the gain to show that more clearly, and you see how the first ones are here, and then here is a jump, and then the next signal comes back again into place. It's actually visualized by a display like this. Here is the blocking, which corresponds to this place, and you also see how the latency has increased and then exponentially decreases and comes back to the initial one. In any case, this was discarded because of a superimposition with shoulder and blocking that was judged to be subliminal stimulation. End of tape.